Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update on Ukraine, and let's go to Bakhmut because there are some of the changes. Russia continued to attack the city but unsuccessful. We can go to the timeline and see what happened 2 days ago. Sorry for yesterday, I wasn't able to upload the video, so we're gonna review 2 days for today. So from 23rd of December, they retreated from the residential area and we forced them to leave this area as well on the north. But they gained some of the ground today near to this park. If you check out the tactical map on the military land website, you may see that the situation there is a little bit different. So Russians were not able actually to take the park, and according to the deep state information, Russians took the part of this park but not the residential area. Before deep state showed that Russians were able to take a couple of the quarters, but with the Ukrainian counterattack here in this area, they were thrown away to our defense lines, and defense line of Ukrainian forces goes all across this river with the lakes, and it's very convenient for Ukrainian forces to withstand Russian attacks over here using the natural obstacles. And situation changed in Andriivka. But my friends, before we continue with it, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, and it's Atlas VPN. The partner of the channel, Atlas VPN, has the latest proposal for you, my friends, or it's better to say the Christmas deal, where you can get the Atlas VPN Premium for just $170 per month, plus you'll have 6 months for free with the 30-day money-back guarantee, and totally it's 85% of discount from the original price of the Atlas VPN Premium. So why do I use the Atlas VPN? I used to fly a lot, then you travel that much, sometimes you lose connections with your favorite websites, internet platforms, or even streaming services. Each country has its own policy and sometimes it may ban your favorite services. That is why Atlas VPN helps me a lot. Then I turn it on, I change my virtual location, and I can open any kind of websites and get the access to my favorite series. For example, now I watch Friends series, they have fantastic dialogues, perfect for me to study English. And you know, after my aviation YouTube channel was hacked, I really started to value security. That is why Atlas VPN is the best out there, because it uses the military standard encryption protocols. It is must-have in our modern society. Then you use the public Wi-Fi services, and not only. Atlas VPN has the device security monitoring feature, and it will warn you if someone will try to break through your device. Guys, it's your last chance to grab the unique proposal, the Christmas deal from the Atlas VPN, where you can have the Atlas VPN Premium for $170 per month with a 30-day money-back guarantee, together with 6 months for free, and together it is 85% discount from the original price. You may get it by clicking my personal link in the video description just below. Hurry up, because the Christmas deal is time limited, and join the club. So speaking about the Andriivka village, Russia focused lots of their forces, and a couple of days ago they were able to gain this vast part of the territory. It's mostly filled, there are no any villages. However, Ukrainian side counterattack on this place and withdrawn them away. So on 25th it's like that. Still Russians were able to get some of the territories under their control, but not as much as they were before. But here also natural obstacle helps this channel that was built for irrigation of the land that are mostly used to produce basically food. Speaking about the main vectors for the Russian attacks in this territory, in Donetsk region, first of all, it's Bakhmut. They tried to attack it and take the city. Unsuccessful. Still, they don't have enough resources to take it, and Ukraine gathered more resources. We have reinforcements coming from the Kherson area. That is why we were able to throw Russians away from the city itself, from the residential area. Also, Russia pushed from Andriivka, so far not successful, as I showed you before. And also, we have some of the rumors that they want to concentrate their new vector force to take Liman. Just to remind you, they lost this city of Liman around 4 months ago during Ukrainian counterattack, which happened in Kharkiv and the Luhansk regions. Yesterday and today, Russians also fired their artillery to Sloviansk and Kramatorsk. Those are the most populated areas still in Donetsk region. So it's the main target for Russia. If they take it, we may say that they took all of the populated places in Donetsk region. That is why we have very strong defense lines in Kramatorsk and Slaviansk, and we're not gonna let Russians into those territories. So Russia need to gather around 200,000 soldiers to try to get those under control, but we also may increase with the help of the mobilized Ukrainian soldiers, because still we have lots of men and volunteers who are willing to fight for Ukrainian army. News about the south of Ukraine: there is no big fighting happening. However, we know the information that Russia continued to throw new reinforcements to Melitopol. They really increased the defense of the city. That is why they expect the Ukrainian counterattack, and Ukrainian counterattack is expected to be just straight to the city. We are waiting for the frost, we are waiting for the soil to be more robust to withstand the weight of the tanks and other armored vehicles. So probably Ukraine will attack from this part and also that part. Attacking from the Kherson region would be awesome, but here you can see that there is the Dnieper River and it's hard to go through it because the other shore is still controlled by the Russians. And Energodar is the hot spot because we have the nuclear power plant over there, and negotiations ongoing with the Russian side to basically withdraw their forces from Energodar nuclear power plant, because they present the threat for humanity over there, for civilians, for Ukrainians, for Europeans and other nations. The leader of the International Atomic Agency is already in Moscow, and they have some sort of the talks with Russian government. So I hope that they will flee Energodar nuclear power plant, but still we don't know whether Ukrainian side will go and take nuclear power plant under control. I think it will not happen like that. I think International Atomic Agency will take the nuclear power plant under their own solo control. And also, my friends, there is the Tokmak over here. You can see it's kind of big town, and the Ukrainian army should take it on the way to Melitopol. It's not gonna happen in other way. We should not leave the big city behind our front lines. So the main vector obviously will be on to take Melitopol, and this water reservoir helps us because if you take the city, you basically cut all of the land for the Russian forces, and they simply cannot throw their reinforcement supplies to their army that stayed here in this region of Donetsk Oblast. And I'm sure it's going to be like that. I'm sure that Ukraine is preparing for the new counterattack, and I got the questions whether we should free Donbass at first. No, my friends, because Russia put their defense lines, they were able to build them for a long 8 years, like Ukrainian side was able to build a strong defense lines, and now Russia goes on attacks. They have heavy losses. We're not gonna make their mistakes. We're gonna go to the place where they don't have the defense lines, at least strong ones, and they are in a rush to build those lines very, very fast. And unfortunately, weather helps Russians a little because it's kind of warm for this period of the year, and for us it's better for it to be frosty. So we do expect the maneuver from Ukrainian army. The maneuver is the massive counterattack on Melitopol. It's going to happen in January. I'm sure about it. And few words about Crimea. This evening, the explosions were reported in Yevpatoria. Yevpatoria is the tourist place which is very close to the Saki airfield, Nova Fedorovka, that was demolished by some kind of the weaponry that the Ukrainian army claimed to be used. And many of the Russian jets, bombs and rockets just exploded there, causing severe losses for their military and also reputation. So could be one more strike on that airfield because they still may land on that runway. The runway was intact. Mainly military equipment was targeted, as I told you before, but today we still don't know what was targeted there, or maybe it's just Russian air defense in action in that territory. But those news are exciting. As you can see, Ukraine is able to use their drones on a long distance to target Russian military bases, and we are not like Russians. We are not targeting the civilian infrastructure, power plants, power lines. We're targeting just military targets that Russia may use against Ukraine. And just to remind you, 3 weeks ago we were able even to target the Russian base in Ruzzian and Saratov, destroying and damaging some of their Russian strategic bombers. It's awesome achievement for Ukrainian army. And just right now, we have some awesome news coming from Ukrainian officials and military guys from the front lines. They say that we have some of the success in Lugansk direction, and we are waiting for the military map update. My friends, I'm gonna keep you updated with that one. Awesome news are coming soon. More awesome news, we got the information that the fastest Russian jet MiG-31K caught fire in Mitsubishi Air Base of Belarus. Reports say that the airplane didn't burn to ashes, but it got that structural damage to the fuselage and obviously to the engine. That is why they have to spend lots of the time to repair this thing. And they present the threat for Ukraine because they may carry Kinjal hypersonic rockets that Russia sometimes use against our civil infrastructure. Our guys report just from Bakhmut on Christmas. They say that Ukraine continued to withstand our territory there, and we use HIMARS, we use aviation, we use artillery and everything that we have. And Russian propaganda media say that they took the part of the city and just a matter of time that they will have the full city under their control, which is obviously lies. And we do the smart job, my friends. We cause Russians severe losses in Donbass, and they are so dumb that they just go straight ahead, losing many lives. If you want to see more pictures from Bakhmut and actual situation update there, go to my Telegram channel. Just yesterday, Russia used their rocket artillery systems Grads to target Kherson city. There were some of the casualties, including civilians, so 10 people lost their lives, around 35 got injured and now in the hospitals. Well, today we paid back and we destroyed their command center using our rocket artillery systems and standard artillery. Their command center was not far away and it was quite an easy target for us. It's been reported that around 70 Russian military men got wounded or lost their lives over there. Our president, advisors and military officials sure that next year we're gonna win this war and return all of the parts of Ukraine, including Crimea. My friends, honestly, I would like to see it, but I have some doubts about it, especially about Crimea. But if Russian regime would collapse, obviously we're gonna take that peninsula, which is actually my homeland. I would like to return to Sevastopol and see the city without Russians. Alright, now we know why Iran is sending so many drones to the Russian Federation. They will have the payment in those airplanes. Russia will deliver them Suhoi's Su-35s, which is the modern Russian fighter jets. Yes, those are fantastic airplanes, but still F-35 is much better, and even F-25. That's why Iran has their own interest in the deal. They will reinforce their air forces and present more threat to the Western allies as Saudi Arabia or maybe Israel. I hope that Western countries will not let that deal to continue. I told you about the Russian reinforcements that are coming to Melitopol. They're afraid of losing that very important strategic place. That's why they are sending everything they have in that region. The Belarusian self-proclaimed leader Lukashenko visited Russia today. They will meet with Putin again and they will speak about the possible attack on the north side of Ukraine. My friends, I still think that it should be like a crazy idea from the Russian side to use their forces on the north part of Ukraine again, because we are getting ready for it. And as I told you before, the north part of Ukraine is covered with swamps and forests. That is why the attacking side will have the severe losses. Also, we prepared the defense lines and our army is already over there. But can still Belarus and Russia perform that stupid move to attack Ukrainian territory from the north? I would say yes, they are getting ready for it. You can see negotiations between Lukashenko and Putin. They're trading something, and Russia already sent many of the reinforcements to that area, including the modern-day tanks T-90s. Also, Russian side say that they are getting ready to use Armata T-14 tank, but my friends, just 30 units were produced and they will not play a great role in this conflict. So I would put like 50-50 for the possible Russian attack on the north side of Ukraine together with Belarusian forces, but definitely we're gonna see it in the future. I think they may start during the frost period, which is the January or February. Wow, this is happening in United States right now. Ooh, my friends from United States of America, please take care. Don't go outside. It's better to stay at home right now. And yes, there are lots of the power lines which were damaged and many of the residential buildings left without power. It's just crazy what is happening with the weather over there. Crazy. So this video was presented today by the Russian Federation. Those are Armata T-14 tanks and they're somewhere on the Russian side on a shooting range or something, but they are not even close to Ukrainian front lines. and they say that they're gonna use them and show just 2 of the units. My friends, I'm gonna keep you updated on situation in Ukraine, and Merry Christmas for you. Please don't forget to check the Christmas deal from the Atlas VPN in a video description just below. And I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time and Merry Christmas again.